From hot cement to airy cream, in the hands of a master, everything turns into magic. Every gesture seems honed by time, every movement perfected to the highest degree. Today, you will witness those who do their job so well that it makes you want to applaud them standing. Evaluate the virtuoso driving skills. The woman glides effortlessly across the warehouse and knows every inch of it, skillfully maneuvering her forklift. Working in a perfectly synchronized duet. It's like a ballet duet between two soloists. One turn, a graceful support, and the task is done with maximum efficiency and flair. Hairdressers are needed not only for cutting hair, but also for fur. But the client stands still so calmly. What do you think? If it is a real animal, why does it not kick? Creativity in cooking is a whole separate branch of modern art. I wonder how many servings can be made from such a hefty piece of meat in one day. Regular intervals and consistent effort. That is what ensures a stable result. Perfectly even sausages of dough move on to the next specialist for further work. Did you know that gluten is the key factor that determines the elasticity of noodles? And that perfect noodles are made like this, by cutting them by hand? Corn flour noodles undoubtedly have an unforgettable taste. Now we know how they are made. The thinner the pancake, the faster it will cook, and the more material will be saved. More pancakes and quicker. That is the rule of good sales in this place. Coating the frying pan is an important step to prevent rust and enhance nonstick properties. Let's watch the entire test drive to the end. The so-called century egg, a popular dish in Chinese cuisine that is preserved for several months in a special mixture. These eggs have higher nutritional value, making them a beloved national snack. Have you ever tried them? Share your impressions in the comments. A culinary design masterpiece. Watch what happens with a slice of watermelon. I just wonder where the rest of the pulp goes. I hope it is used for juices or cocktails, not sent to a pig farm. Well, if I train for a few years, I too could manage to drop dough evenly into molds and then quickly scoop out the baked nuts from them. These ice cream rolls will be served with an exceptionally sincere smile. Few people have such a pleasant and tasty job. The glaze should fully cover the product, but not waste too much material in excess. The company uses lemongrass essential oil to make soap, which also effectively repels insects and can alleviate pain. Give me their contact. I want to work there. I would even do it for free just for that divine scent. As for exotic products, cleaning a coconut also positively affects the psyche of the worker. Let's move on to construction. It turns out you can treat even cement pouring with love and make the process simple and organized. The most interesting part of the work is seeing how rough concrete turns into smooth, beautiful surfaces. Many people will enjoy this pool. Enjoyable work. It's like pouring hot chocolate onto a path. Decorating pastry with cream is like interior finishing and jewelry craftsmanship. Perhaps this is the synthesis of technology and precision. It seems this is also like decorating a sand cake with whipped cream. Some people find a job where they feel like they are playing games all day. Look, the process of painting a cup doesn't remind you of the children's game, Maze, does it? Here we see the same perfect precision in ceramic tile production. Another job that doesn't get boring. Colors and patterns change. Creating prints on fabric is like magic. Watch how a marble silk scarf is made. With several combinations on the machine, paints weave together into a complex pattern resembling a phoenix's feathers. One movement makes a clean cut. The key is not to rush. Now, a smooth turn, and no traces of roughness remain. Watch how in just a few moves, the sticky protective film is quickly peeled off the glass. The most delightful moment in creating a design on concrete is when the protective film is removed, and you can appreciate the result in all its glory. And now, enjoy the final stage of the construction process, the final touch. Looking for an interesting professional training course? Join us. Roofing work is a real show. As for removing the old covering, it's important to understand that any extra effort when pulling back will throw you off balance, and there is no guardrail on the roof. You need to feel it with your whole body and calculate your movements. You don't know where he got these magic shoes? They seem to stick to the sloped surface. Ask them for contacts if your roof needs repairs. Everything will be perfectly aligned. Laying a large roofing system happens not from the top, but from the bottom. Just imagine how long you could stand with your arms raised, especially with a load. Most likely, this guy hasn't worked here for the first season. Refreshing his own work is no problem for him. This is how, by eye, metal parts are cut. Though, I didn't understand what they are intended for. Let us know in the comments if you have an idea. This person has a dangerous job. Just by statistics, working with a sharp knife, perfect execution 100 out of 100 or 1000 out of 1000 is only possible for robots. The repetitive work with various surfaces more likely motivates you to deep thoughts. The hands know their craft well. So, you have plenty of time for self-improvement while working. If the layer is even, the tiles will last long. The key word here is not fast, but quality. A thin, even layer of loose flakes on the surface will help increase the safety of the covering and make it less slippery. Patience and smoothness are the main conditions for wall leveling work. And look at how to properly fill holes in the walls. Fitting bricks millimeter by millimeter, a delicate job. An improvised life hack for treating seams between bricks. Various types of burnt feathers inspire creating masterpieces, though the smell in the workshop probably disappoints. The art of glass melting requires skilled hands and a good aesthetic sense. This reminds me of making candies, lollipops. Everything that involves the function cut must be measured in advance at least 7 times. Cutting fur is not as easy as cutting regular fabric, but this master handles it excellently. Rubber melts and gets cleaned. The old worn coating can be renewed. And here's how thick rubber caterpillars crawl out from under the machine. A clean catch. No water, just fish. The method of processing wood by charring is designed to protect it from termites and fungi. And here's the reverse process. The fire needs to be put out as quickly as possible. Minimum moves, maximum effect. Success depends on choosing the right tool. Stubborn dirt on carpets can only be removed with a generous amount of detergent. The best surface for carpet cleaning would be a ship's deck. and you'll clean it too. Some people can't stand that roofs get dusty. Here, washing turns it into practically a new home. For effective cleaning and refreshing the exterior appearance of car parts, all you need now is this wonder sponge and water. High-pressure washing is so powerful, it can make a brick wall look completely new. It feels like more of a grinding machine than just a wash. This machine resembles a trunk. It is capable of many things, including clearing debris after an earthquake. With the support of special machinery, piles are fixed without significant time and effort. The press securely strengthens them in the loose soil. A responsible process. The iron grid made of rods must descend evenly to create a good base for the concrete structure. Effective work brings pleasure. Probably, while breaking through the layer of frozen snow, he experiences the same pleasant childlike feeling as breaking the crust of a tiramisu. Cleaning the space around the tree trunks is the first step in slowing the growth of weeds. The remains from mowing the lawn can simply be blown away. There is no need to bend down to remove the trash. For quickly cutting large weeds, all that is needed is a well-sharpened scraper. This is how easily, with the help of special equipment, you can remove an entire layer of uneven old soil and refresh your plot. The skills of grass mowing are now available to far from everyone. It's not only an ancient skill, but also good physical training. Now let's evaluate the advantages of machinery over manual labor. As long as there is fuel, the tractor is definitely more efficient. This excavator works like a giant sieve. Then, the remaining water will be drained in the body. Now we're transporting the gravel to its destination. It looks so beautiful, as if in a video game. Everything is so bright, smooth, and perfect. The wooden leaves are so thin that they remind me of cards in a file cabinet, or cookies in a package that need to be taken out all at once so they don't crack. Watch how cutting boards are sawed, in one motion without stopping. Remembering that the knife is also moving, I got nervous for a couple of seconds when his fingers got too close. The movements are sharp, fast, and nimble, and he is also working with a cutting mechanism moving at high speed. Working with wood is by no means routine. Look, no two pieces of wood are alike. They even differ in color. One nuance: sawdust. Be sure to protect your eyes, mouth, and nose from it. I wonder, is this a new eco-friendly method of logging? Do you think the stump can continue to grow? When a modern person makes wood cutting look like a martial art, he resembles Conan the Barbarian of the 21st century. Surely, when he comes home, he's in a great and peaceful mood. All the warrior's energy has gone into the work. New ideas for casting unique cement flower pots. I would even say these are bathtubs. The correct diameter of the spout hole will allow you to work accurately and carefully. Do you know what this machine is? Perhaps this is how a time machine looks. Let us know in the comments if you have any better ideas. Share your life hacks, write comments, give us likes, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Also, check out our previous amazing episodes that appeared on your screen.